What is up, all my beautiful people? Hopefully you're having a great day and a happy Mother's Day, or a happy Rhea Ripley Day, or even a happy Mommy's Day. Whatever you want to go with works for me. We got some boys hanging out in the back. We're going to bring them right in. We got my man, Izzy Verse. How you doing, my guy? Muted, but that's cool too. We're going to bring in the next one then. We got Chris.
There you go.
How
What's
you doing? And
up?
we got one more legend hanging in the back. Thank you, my boys. So, before we get into anything, before we get into chat, before we get started, I have a clip I'm going to play to you guys. You might have seen it already, so I'm just going to get right into it. And I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get this thing popping. Shout out to Beckerman for being the absolute mainest of men.
I'm looking for Adam. Are you he? Are you him? Are you Adam, the famous YouTuber with 1,000 holy smoke subscribers, whatever you call it, subscribers, right? Anyway, that's a hell of a feat, man. 1,000, that's a lot. And so congratulations. I know that was a long climb, and that it felt good to hit that milestone. And here you are a very positive voice in the comics community. We need that because there's a lot of shit talkers out there. I mean, I'm watching the sad trend on Twitter of people roasting Frank Miller. That just, what's the point in that, right? Better to be a positive voice in such a crap ass world, right? You got enough of the crap. You got to be a positive voice. You got to put a positive message out. And I hear that that's what you do, man. And bringing people together. I want to wish you continued success, Adam. And if I'm in a town at a show near you, please come up and say, hey, we'll fist bump. By that time, God knows how many subscribers you'll have at that time.
Absolute legend, bro.
Charismatic, all right? To get that many followers, good at what you do. Keep doing it, all right? All right, blow out.
He even liked
Wow.
He even liked my post, bro. I was shook. Shout out to Beckerman. He said he was going to do something for me for 1K. He didn't tell me what he was going to do, and then he sent me that last night. And immediately after I watched that video, I sent him a picture of me. And like I said, I wear my heart on the sleeve, so I was crying, bro. I was shook. So thank you, Beckerman. I love you, my dude.
Hey, man. Congrats on 1K. I know how much it meant to you. And
thanks, bro.
You're Spawn guy, so they didn't have Todd McFarlane, but they do have Greg Capullo.
He's right there.
I probably couldn't afford Todd McFarlane.
He's a good 1B, Mike. He's a good 1B.
Right. Facts. So let's dig right in.
I have Greg Capullo money on a good day. On my best day, I don't
Wrong
have
Spawn a little bit more than McFarlane by now.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
He's done a lot of Spawn. Capullo did a lot of Spawn.
Almost all of it for years and years and years.
I remember back when he was doing some Marvel stuff. A lot of people. He did some X-Force. You got to look at his X-Force stuff.
That's where he broke in. He took over after Liefeld. I always thought his Richter was interesting because he was the one who started making Richter wear half shirts.
Yeah,
so you'd show the abs off.
It's
a weird.
It was funny because his style was very much like Tony Daniels at the time. So he had a very different kind of scratchy style to it. Mm-hmm. And then when he went over with McFarlane, he did those the books that, if anybody remembers, the Spawn books, like the issues 16 and 17 that they came out in a weird numbering system, and they were like missing it. They were like missing books. Mm-hmm. It was weird. And then it was like, oh, let's bring those books back, and it was supposed to be they were Capullo books. So I remember that. That's throwback.
Let's dig into the chat before it disappears on me, because I'm bad at shouting the chat out, but I do my best. We got Las Cruces always hanging out first and foremost. Sometimes gets beat by Brian LCSO. Matty Ice, Comics by the Bay. Can't wait to hang out with you and Roscoe, my dude. Trev, the shipping guru, my guy. Hopefully you're having a great day and a great Mother's Day. We got Chris hanging out in the chat and the panel. Kyle, wheelchair superhero. Hopefully you're having a great day, my dude. Cat Fan Comics Man, always killing it with the premieres every morning at 9 a.m. Make sure you come hang out with us. Who? Doctor Who from the Spiral Dimension. Let's see, we got Mr. CBC Awards himself, the godfather of us all, Brian LCS. Who else do we got? Scrolling on down, we got my dude Boyd. How you doing, my man? We got Spine Ticks. Great show with you last night, man. I crashed about 2 hours in, but I did my best. I got the weekend off next weekend, so I'm gonna be hanging out and rocking out on Spine Ticks next Saturday for sure.
I just want to say, man, I've decided to come back into the world now that my Maple Leafs have lost. But hey, it's been a good playoff run. I know he's a big hockey fan like me.
What is up, Callie and Jordan squad? What is up, my guy Mark? What is up, the beautiful and always lovely Lady Durs, currently in the other room getting a nap in. So I appreciate you, baby girl. Scrolling on down, we got my man C-Bizzle, who I voted for Best New Channel after December. He got my vote. So congrats, my man. Yeah, nice, bro. Big ups for C-Bizzle. Facebook OGs Unite. Scrolling on down, we got Dagger Cards, another Spine Ticks, bro. Hopefully you're having a great day, my dude. Scrolling on down. If I miss chat, I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody. We got Manny the Hobgoblin. Make sure you check out his videos, always with them Spidey facts. Bam, bam, bam. Uncanny Swag. What is up, my dude? Same thing. Spine Ticks. Scrolling on down. Everybody saying that hat is sick, Mark. Which hat is it? Oh, I see it. Your hats are sick. I like those new ones. Cool. Caught up. How you guys doing? You having a good day?
Yeah, I'm just hungry as shit.
I feel that.
I messaged you 30 minutes ago and said we're about to leave for dinner. And
that's why I said tell your family #we are Legion.
I'm still fucking here.
Right. Well, that's fine,
I had my dinner. I had an early. I had lunch. That's what we had.
I was at work till 4, so I haven't really ate much today.
Yeah, I always take them to a diner for Mother's Day and stuff.
I got up early and took my mom out to breakfast too. So yeah.
I mean, it's convenient you're here, Mark, because I'm opening this package from you, the DC Day win. I know the Hal Jordan 125.
Can you do that again and show everyone our address?
Yours is ripped off. I don't care. Mine is not on the back. It's scribbled out, and yours is completely ripped off. So
that's why you use the marker.
Yeah, mine's scribbled out.
There, Mark. Did that work out the way you thought?
Yeah, I always rip them off.
That was a whole ass label on the back of that.
Yeah, I went and just ripped it off. We got somebody else. What was up, Phil's Treehouse? I think he's premiering with TM and somebody else next week. Let me know in the chat, man. Drop your link. I think he's going to be dropping videos again, so excited for that. So let's highlight these channels. Do what we do in the beginning of the show. Highlight a couple channels. Bam, bam. Always got to show off my boy Scotty Vaughn. He's got his Comic Book Addicts every Monday at 7:30. Who is this guest? We're going to find out together. I forget. I know it's with Marcus. And I'm pretty sure it's a comic book creator. Yeah, Tristan Gallagher. Tomorrow yes, sir. Tomorrow at 7:30. Make sure you go check him out. And then tonight after my show, we got Matt Woods. And then at 7:30. And then I'm pretty sure it's at 8:30 we got at Week's End. 8:30 or 9. Let me know.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly what Mark said. Yes, sir. So we got 2 more channels. And then let's talk about the awards a little bit. So I got to shout out my guy who made me tear up for the second time yesterday, TM Nerdy. He did a live voting last night. If anybody missed it, and he actually picked me for Channel of the Year. And again, I was freaking shook because, like I said, man, I don't care about it winning or losing. For me, the awards are super surreal because last year, right before the awards that actually wrapped up and were live, and everybody was picking their voting the finalists. That's when I found you guys, and now all these months later, I'm kicking it with you guys on a panel. It's surreal to me, kind of. So I always had a mad respect for it.
I mean, now we're pretty much
very kind,
right?
I discovered it. I discovered afterwards, when the awards actually happened. It's like, oh look, check out these awards. I'm like, cool.
It was a couple weeks right before the live show came out. And lastly, shout out to Tony Kamiverse. He just crushed that 200 subs. So if you're not subbed up, go sub up to him. Make that stick.
I think I found Izzy through DJ's channel.
Yeah.
Chat on
DJ Links. Yeah, because I know DJ Links because we're from New York.
Dude,
so he sponsors some shows around here.
Yeah, I think that's had to have been where I found Izzy as well. I don't remember.
I'm like, wait a minute, this guy likes comics and wrestling? He's good people.
Yo, last week was awesome. That was the greatest backlash I've seen in years.
Why? Because Lesnar was gushing everywhere?
Nope. Had nothing to do with Lesnar. Had everything to do with that Bad Bunny match.
And we can dip our toes into wrestling talk, but that's it. But the Bad Bunny match was epic. I can't wait for what is up, lady?
Limits on it.
I can't wait for Clash of Champions because it's in the UK and we know foreign crowds go absolutely beat the hardest.
Well, that's what made this show so good. The Puerto Rican crowd was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is what makes it. So much. What is up, Miz? What is up, Biz? Oh, I lost the chat. Yeah, I'm super excited.
And maybe slightly racist during the Bianca Belair match.
Joseph. I agree. It was a little bit.
Yo, but where else are you
going to get there's just a huge contingent of Japanese wrestling fans.
Wait, but
for the heel.
Where else is Savio Vega gonna get a pop like that?
Savio Vega.
I get it. I wasn't talking about that match, which happened later in the
God, that was rough.
I'm talking about the Klan rally that happened during the Bianca Belair match.
They want to support Io, man.
Right, Io. Because Puerto Rico supports Io Sky, obscure Japanese.
What up, my man? Just highlighted you.
I've got a source in the Puerto Rican community that told me it was racist.
Real quick, lastly, but not finally, make sure you go check out make sure you go check out the CBC Awards. Nominations are open. I don't care who you vote for. Just go make your voices heard. Come support our homies. That's all that matters, bro. Bam. Got through all that. Cool beans. Yeah, so I don't have much, but I got two things, so I'm just going to go right into it. So let's see if I know how to work this. You think I would be better at this by now? Is it this one? That's not it. I'm just so trash at this still, dude. All right, so this is from Scotty. Oh, I definitely almost flashed his address there. So I'm pretty sure these are his new stickers. I'm almost positive. He got glow in the dark stickers. I'm hyped about these.
Yeah, I think mine are coming in soon. Look at that.
Oh, those are dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then
very nice.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, he sent two little Garbage Pail Kids, and this one says Adam Ball, and then Adam Apple, and that's my name. And then I'm going to read the note. I don't care if you care, Scotty, but we're going to read it. Love you, homie. Thank you for your everything, bro. I have so much respect for you, and I love you, man. I'm so proud for where you've come in such a short period of time. The sky's the limit. Right back at you, bro. We started together. We're going to rise together. We're all family, bro. I appreciate you. Love you. Bam, bam, bam. So here we go, Mark. Let's find out together what's in this, shall we?
So while you're opening that, I was looking at Remy's unboxing today with the chainsaw. Don't you just love that unboxing?
He makes it one of those.
Greatest unboxer in the community.
Yeah, he makes it look easy.
Dinner, you guys. Y'all have a good night. Happy Mother's Day. I'll see you
too, bro.
Take care, Mark.
Bro. Love you, man.
Bye, Mark.
Okay. Yeah. Cool, so this works out because I can't get to my shop until next weekend, and I've been dying to read this book. So we got main cover, Green Lantern.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And then we got what?
Oh, you got. I didn't. That's Dan Moore cover, is it?
Mm-hmm. I think is this the 125 or is the other one the 1 in 25?
No, that's the A cover, and the
A cover is the green-orange one, the one that's with the planes.
That's the ratio you got there, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, cool. I didn't have this on my pull list, so Spirit World #1.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's a good read.
I'm hearing good things about that.
Yeah, I picked that up. It was a good read.
Mm-hmm. And then like I said, it's kind of my in-between week with comics, but I'll go over the last 3 comics, like my favorite reads of the week. I know this is old, but Batman 135. If nobody
That's
read
not old, man. That ain't old.
I'm not sure. I know it's new characters and stuff like, or not new characters.
So the new characters debuted. They were part of the Lazarus Project, I think it is. But there's like a free comic book out there. Go hunt that down before they're gone, which they may be gone. But
they're not.
This has been out long enough. But if nobody's read
Beautiful.
that, all the multiverse Batman in this. Such a fantastic, and this book, this run makes me a Chip Zdarsky fanboy. This run was the first time I got into reading Batman in my life, so that's where I'm at. It's been a lot of DC lately. Shazam, fantastic. First time reading Shazam in my life, and absolutely loved it. I loved how he was like kind of a kid aspect, but then at the very end, he kind of snap he's like, get the hell away from me, you pathetic stinking cow. He pops off on all the kids, and then he comes right back and he's like, he doesn't even know what happened. And then always got to rep Vanish. Issue 7 is going to be wrapping up the first story arc, but this one was super sick. It actually, in the first issue, the main guy Oliver, you make him think he pulls a gun out in the magic world and kills the main wizard. But in this one, spoilers, sorry, but he didn't kill him, and the bullet was actually moved by his girlfriend and wife, and then he breaks up with his girlfriend and wife. Not really break up, but they get in a fight, and then a new villain shows up. So Vanish, 10 out of 10, highly recommend always. Cool. You guys ain't got anything cool to show off?
I just random? To stop by.
No, that's fine. I always say that because it gives me a chance.
Okay, I got something random to show.
What is up, Bleaker,
I was going to save this for an unboxing, okay? But why not? I'll show it to you guys, and then I'll still do it in the unboxing.
Hang on.
Right?
I'll big you up, bro.
All right, so let me take this off because you're going to see this. Wait till well, this doesn't come from courtesy of Midtown Comics, but there's a good reason why they're in this box, okay? But before you guys lose your... No, wait a minute. This may not be the box. It's not. So, okay. It's not the box. It's a different box. This is my life. Putting things all over the place. So, again, this is just random stuff, right? That I picked up that I actually own. Yeah, this is a good box. Wait till you see what's in this, pal. When you see it. Okay. I just have things hanging around.
I saw that Warlock.
You know how I feel about Warlock, right? This is like my fifth copy. Right? This is like my fifth. I got to get a graded version. I'm going to try to get one graded, but I want to get a better quality.
Gary had a great day, my guy.
Do you guys remember this book?
I remember the movie and the video games.
So, yeah, that came out in parallel with the movie. That was supposed to be additional stories that tie in.
Yeah, so
this in the first and the second movie.
This is an ultra thin book, but it's very rare. Look what else I found in my stash.
Yo, Joe.
So, Yo, Joe.
But of course, look at that. Right there.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Michael Turner. All right. Again, this is a banger series.
Dude. Oh, it's signed. I was about to say, I need one of those. Let me know your
Shooter.
Cash App.
Jim Shooter, yeah.
That's a Shooter signature right there.
That's nice.
Okay. Wait. There's more. Like I said, this is a very good little pile.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah.
The purple ray gun of death.
Nice.
I was going to say, yeah, nice. That.
So we got that one. You're going to love this one, Dirts. This is all for you. You ready?
What do you got? Oh, fuck me, dude. That and the Malibu are two that I need.
And this is actually signed by McFarlane.
Oh, I didn't even see that at first. Hang on, where's my
replacement?
Where's my
real?
Yeah. Where's my bucket? Hang on.
There you go. I had someone contact me and says, "Yo, I'll give you something for it." I'm like, "It's not for sale. I'm just showing it off." Okay, you ready for the next one?
No, let me see.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Shit. Yes.
I may not be an only slabs guy, but
fire, absolute fire, bro. Yes,
I
sir.
love that magazine so much.
I love it too.
I live for it.
It's one of the things I'm going to be looking at for here.
So
here.
I have.
As a kid, I was Wizard.
Yeah.
I have the
As
full
an
series.
As an adult, I was Comics Journal.
Okay, so I got
Once
three
I
more.
realized
As
what
an
that
adult, I
was.
realized
See, I was
a wizard were terrible people.
Well, really, the owner. Okay, so you ready for the next one? Next one's here.
Ooh.
Hadouken!
This is the Street Fighter book that a lot of people are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, man. There's some more McFarlane coming. There's some more McFarlane. Yeah, and because I know you guys like McFarlane.
Oh, nice. That's my birthday book.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
pretty sure. January 1990.
Damn it, Durs. I bought that off the rack.
It was released.
That's my birthday.
My money.
That's my birthday book.
And the last book in this box, I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up in a 99-cent bin. I might have spent 50 cents on this book.
Man, I need to go.
But I know I picked it up in the dollar bin. You ready for it?
Check out burial plots.
Ooh!
First domino, I'm impressed.
I knew that was coming.
I always thought it was funny back in the day that book wasn't the New Mutants money book. It was always 87, and then
Cable.
It was always 87.
It was always 80. 87 was hard to find at one point.
That's why
everybody went crazy for the gold second printing too. I remember. Yeah. So
appreciate you bringing some heat, bro.
Well, they're just randomly just hanging there in the bottom.
God,
so
those are nice.
That's a small sample of what my collection looks like.
That's what I've heard about most people's stories about buying that Deadpool is they bought it for right off the rack for blah 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 blah, or they found it in a dollar bin or something like that.
There was so many. If I would have known then what I know now, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Like, here we go. Let me buy 10 of these.
So my obsession with team groups led me to owning several because I started doing that thing when New Mutants was bottom dollar, not doing well, early 2000s.
That's why they canceled. That's why they canceled it, right?
Well, no. After the series was over, long after it had become X-Force, early 2000s, I went on this kick. After I put together my second run of New Warriors, I started putting up multiple runs of other team books. And thankfully, New Mutants was one of them.
Yeah. A lot of the Sienkiewicz art was fantastic. Those early issues, man.
Such a great series.
His Cannonball and Warlock were incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my favorite was the Legion story. Legion, Demon Bear story. Oh.
I always think it's so funny that Legion, Claremont hated him.
Yeah. I remember when Legion, when they were doing the Age of Apocalypse storyline, I did a hunt to get those New Mutant comics, right? Because it was 24, 25, 26. So I ended up, at that time, I was going to Ohio, where you at, Dirt.
Yay.
I went to Ohio to visit some family, and there's a flea market. There's this guy that sells comics. I went to that flea market, and he had the books, and I was like, shh. Put the money down. We're talking about mid-90s or something like that, right? When the Age of Apocalypse storyline came out.
Yeah.
When I was learning to walk.
Yeah, so I remember that.
Ashley did several of those Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah. I picked up those comic books, and I did pick up a cassette of Tears for Fears. Because I love me some Tears for Fears.
Ken Lashley's two first loves, Black Panther and the Mutants. And he was over the moon excited that he got to do a lot of the Age of Apocalypse stuff.
Did
right off the bat.
he do? I want to say it's called Excalibur, right? Was that his?
He did.
Excalibur
as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Caliber, like a gun caliber, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the name never changed. It's just the writing change.
Yeah, the spelling.
Solid
the
X,
spelling, yeah.
Right. It wasn't EX like the sword.
Excalibur.
Alan Davis did the artwork for that.
Yeah, Alan Davis run was.
I liked that one because that was the one where Nightcrawler teleported off with Juggernaut's head.
That's dope.
That's a bowler move.
Mm-hmm. That is.
It's like, guys, your head.
That core Excalibur team, I love that core Excalibur team. You know, the original with Kitty,
the actual, the
original Megan, and Captain Britain. I love that team. That was a phenomenal team.
Another Phoenix incarnation on that one as well. I can remember that cover.
Rachel,
we're all standing in Europe with a
because they had the three
format.
core X-Men characters, and everybody else was like British characters.
X-Men is
back
not.
to Legion for a second. So you were drawn to him because he kicked off Age of Apocalypse. He wasn't a part of it, but he accidentally, inadvertently killed Xavier back in the past.
It was a good story.
Yeah, it was a good story.
It was a good opening story for it.
We got a summer of What If.
Yeah. I love those X-Men crossover summer events were all based around the X-Men, obviously. I thought they were all good. Executioner's song was okay, but yeah, it's just after Scarlet Witch said no more mutants, it just kind of bottomed out after that. Me.
So if you remember, if you go back as far as we did, X-Men was the book. Like everybody went crazy for X-Men. That's why it was one of the first movies, because X-Men was the number one book that everybody like. I hear people talk about X-Men in ways that I've never heard before. It's like, yeah, I can't read X-Men. I was like, what are you talking about? X-Men was awesome back in the 80s and 90s.
I've tried to read X-Men numerous times since getting back into comic books.
Claremont's run in X-Men is
I love
memorable.
the cartoon and I dig the movies, but and I read a little bit of the 90s, but like I said, that was kind of before my time. But I've tried to read. Like I said, I tried to get in. I went all in, and Sins of Sinister, artwork was fantastic. Storyline was not for me. I had Exo's Ten of Swords. I read that whole run. It was meh. Like I said,
The Brood. That's a great one. They were going to make that into a movie at one time.
Yeah. I need to go back and get a bunch of like old X-Men trades or something.
Talking about Excalibur for a second, because somebody just said they picked up like 1 through 15.
That was Trev.
Seconds. That book always drives me nuts that more people aren't nostalgic about it. And there's a key in those single issue Excaliburs. I cannot remember it, but I know what the cover looks like. It's got the tiny Nightcrawler getting married to Kitty Pryde. And inside that issue, it's a nightmare issue. Like they're all hallucinating and stuff. Freddy Krueger appears in the comic book.
Really?
And they call him Freddy. They
really?
refer to him as Freddy.
Because he got the claws in the hat.
And desist, and it happens before Nightmare on Elm Street #1. It's technically the first appearance. And you can find this book in dollar bins. You can find it in 50 cents.
Does it look like Freddy? Everything?
It's Freddy Krueger. You know it.
Yes.
Chris, you're an Excalibur guy.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome. Isn't Freddy Krueger New Line Cinema, which is kind of owned by them?
At that time, I don't know.
Well, remember,
all I know is they did get in trouble for it, but it does happen before Nightmare on Elm Street #1. So,
New Line and Marvel.
If you ever wanted to manufacture a key, to me that would be. I'm always been surprised that book never got more love.
Well, if they bring back a Freddy Krueger movie
or a cameo.
Well, I mean, he interacts in the story and appears on multiple pages.
Well, it will be the same as that Mystic comic that people are going crazy over these days, right? The Mystic comic with Harry Potter in it.
I don't buy it.
So
what? Books of Magic?
No, not Books of Magic. That's a different subject. But
that's a different sort of Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's personally that's why I don't like Harry Potter.
According to Gaiman's lawyers.
Yeah, I know all about that story.
On speed dial, Mike.
but there's this book. It's a cross-gen book. It's a cross-gen book called Mystic. Mm-hmm. It's definitely it was at one time a 50-cent book. But there's this thing where it not only is Harry Potter in it, you got Doctor Strange in it, Dr. Fate. You name it, anybody that's considered a supernatural type of magician or something like that. They're in this book, right? They're not name dropped because of obvious reasons, but they call that the first appearance of Harry Potter. It's not Tim Hunter, it's Harry Potter. And now the book is, people are going crazy over this. If you're telling me this about this Excalibur book, which we know Freddy Krueger will return someday, then you might want to hunt that book down now.
Freddy Krueger versus Jason versus Michael Myers. That's all I want. We got Freddy versus Jason. I want to.
That movie's hilarious, though. That movie's hilarious.
It's so bad.
Thank you, T-Bizzle, issue 7. I would have guessed 5, just to hedge my bets to go. I knew it was a single number, but
talk to me about first Gandalf, though, Craig.
Exfilioso.
Random plug for chat. I didn't have anything to talk about today, and I didn't know if anybody was going to show up. So if there's anybody in the chat that wants to ask me or any of these fine gentlemen anything, as long as they're willing, I said that stream was going to be kind of a Q&A. So go ahead, you can ask me whatever you want. And yeah, before you even ask, I do like pineapple on pizza, so you don't even have to ask that.
I'm out.
But it has to. It only. Listen. Only if it has bacon on it. If it's just pineapple with something else, disgusting. The salty has to mix with the sweet, and that's what makes it like the palate with the taste.
Why do people get so offended by it, though?
I don't know.
What did pineapple do to
pineapple by itself? If it's just like pineapple and cheese pizza, disgusting, bro.
I don't know why people.
I don't find it disgusting. It's just like it doesn't. It doesn't do it for
pineapple.
Well, you say bacon, I say ham.
That works too. That would still get that.
Ooh, that's a good question.
There we go. We'll just go around the panel. Go ahead, Izzy.
My first
celebrity crush. Oh wow,
easy. That's easy, bro. I'm a '90s kid. Tied between two: Pamela Anderson and Jenny McCarthy.
No,
Playmates of the year. Well done,
Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah, I did feel for Kelly, but Alicia Silverstone was a big one for me. But she wasn't my first. Alicia Silverstone, Batgirl.
That too. She was a babe.
Kelly Kapowski, maybe a little bit of Princess Leia, Return of the Jedi, but
yeah. But I think it's further than that.
Made me believe in love. You know, like I thought
Kelly,
we were gonna win.
Kelly was one of the first. Yeah, I will admit to Kelly.
Straight up, Paul Abdul, man. Like, yeah,
straight up.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Straight up.
Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields. As a young kid, I thought Brooke Shields was incredible, and she aged very well. But yeah, Paul Abdul, when I saw her do Straight Up, like, woo.
So Nicole Kidman was another for me.
So to answer that question, Mike, it's on pause because I'm reading so many new comics that are like DC books and stuff like that. There's like Superman Lost is one of my top 5 favorite books right now. So dude, that question has to be. Yeah, that question has to be asked to me in a couple years after I get my feet a little bit more wet and get deeper with some of these characters, basically.
Yes, she did.
Wow, and that's a tough question though, because there's so many books that I've read that I've absolutely loved. Obviously, I'll throw a Watchmen in there any day. But you're right. But I think the one that I always go back to.
Just taking a second. Do you recommend me buying the Watchmen trade and like reading that story because that's a story I haven't read?
Yeah,
absolutely love the movie.
No, yeah, oh yeah. If you love the movie, then go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Definitely... When I see you, I got it right here for you, man.
There you go. Yeah, I've never read it.
I got mine over there. I'm not going to take it out. I got mine over there.
I remember when DJ and you guys were all talking about it, and I was like, maybe I should read that. And now that if you say that about it,
small nuances throughout it. The artwork is just like Alan Moore went so deep into.
Oh, Alan Moore's on it. Damn.
Alan Moore writes it.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's his. Says the interior.
That's his Citizen Kane. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So you got Watchmen. I always go back to not Dark Knight Returns, but Batman Year One. Batman Year One is a phenomenal story because of course it's a Batman story, but it's more about Commissioner Gordon than Batman. And you still get the Batman part of it, and there's moments where, he's telling the Batman, but it's really what Gordon's going through. So it's a story about these two guys. They're in parallel paths, and then they're gonna eventually meet. And what does Gordon do with it? So all came out around the same time, man.
Does that give it like all their like origin stories and all the backstories and everything like that?
But
is it separated from the movies? I guess.
Do your guys' answers change throughout your life?
That's
what I
meant.
Anymore.
That's where I'm at, kind of right now.
Not really.
So I'm reading so many good stories. Like Vanish is skyrocketing to one of the things. Superman Lost, amazing story. Ghost Rider has been so good. I mean, of course, there's the iconic stories back in the day, but there's so many bangers on the shelves right now, and I can't really make the decision because they're ongoing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, even for stuff I've previously read, I'll reread it and think about it. And the most I've ever enjoyed a story, like just to where I want to keep coming back to it and rereading it, every 18
Kingdom
months
Come was
or
amazing,
so.
by the way.
I love Kingdom Come. It's definitely in my top 3, but the most I've ever enjoyed a story is the second story arc in the Jason Aaron Scalped, and it's called Casino Boogie. And it's honestly the most I've ever enjoyed a story. And I don't know if you guys could all read it and be like, "Oh, this isn't even that good. What's he done?" Yeah. It just hit with me, man. It hit with me. Growing up, having res friends, and just knowing what that culture is like, it just hit, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to touch with Spine Ticks real quick, and if you guys give me the ingredients and see me at person, I will make the best food you ever had. I will come in second in a grilling contest only to Rob Fat Stacks. I'm confident he is the only person who can out-grill me. So,
wow. There is one more series that I have to include that is not as iconic as the other ones, but when you read it, if you love superhero comics, read Identity Crisis. Not Infinite Crisis, Identity Crisis. The Brad Meltzer and Rags Morales. Oh my goodness, that story is amazing.
I know the feeling's mutual with Rags, and he doesn't want to come back to superhero comics or working for.
I had an interview with him. You got to go back to my video talking to him.
But my God, can't we get that guy a job somehow?
He's doing stuff.
Okay, he doesn't want to work fast. But that was always his issue with the big two.
I'm gonna touch on Fanboy.
Did you have to deal with his agent to interview him, or
no? You gotta. No, all I gotta say is go back to that video. It's there. It's called Identity Crisis because that's what we're talking about. You gotta see him. He's in this. It looks like he's in this really this lounge in a. It looks like he's in a club, and I know. It's not in camera, but it's like there's like some ladies somewhere. And he's there. He's smoking his.
Was it like a fancy red couch?
Yeah, exactly.
That's his house. I've interviewed him. Not interviewed him. I co-hosted 4C Comics. Sketch Op with him. Oh yeah, and that's his house. Yeah,
he was a great
drinking wine.
Oh, dude, he was drinking wine. This guy was fancy, but dude, it was an amazing interview. We had a great time. And the thing is, we were talking about it wasn't about his career. It was about Identity Crisis. That's what the whole thing was about. That's how much I loved that book that I reached out to him.
Chairs, bro.
Yeah, my chair has a tendency of lowering
got back support. I've hurt my back, and
I'm rocking nothing.
My
thing sets up too high. I'm going to touch on this. If Invincible stays the park course, because I haven't finished it, and as much as I fell absolutely head over heels in love with the show, Invincible has the chance to be like 1 or 2 for me if stays the course it's going. Because I haven't finished. I've only read the first 2 trades, bangers. The first season of the show, I was head over heels for it. I can't wait for the season 2. So,
Evil Mike, for saying Fables, you just got even cooler in my eyes because Fables.
I'm super behind on chat, bro. So I'm just gonna catch up. So you guys do your thing.
Me, growing up, there's 2 books that friggin' just blew my mind as a teenager. First one was The Killing Joke.
Yes,
that was to me. That's what Mike talked about. Every 18 months you can go back. For me, The Killing Joke I can pick up any time, and every so often there's small things that I've never noticed before, and the whole idea of reading The Killing Joke that you need to pay attention to the hands really just, for me, it separates itself as a single issue story from a lot of other stuff. Just look at it this way. This story was so magnificent. They actually put it into canon, even though it was not supposed to be canon. It was just a singular story. The other one that shook me as a kid was The Death of Kraven, that Spider-Man storyline. I talk about it all the time. The fact that Marvel decided to dive deep into the whole idea of suicide.
Still reading it. Got the whole thing.
Yeah.
Shout out Rob Fat Stacks.
In fact, they talk about suicide, and they have a secondary story that ties in with the Vermin as well. And the fact that Spider-Man just can't get over on Vermin, that previously had to get Captain America to help him.
That's a good one. Yeah, Born Again.
I got 2 chapters left. I read all my trades at the same time because I'm OCD.
What do you think about Born Again?
It's different. It's definitely, it's like he was talking about with Craven. It's more of that real life vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like that real world, you get that real human emotion. You don't have that kind of all the superhero. And to answer C. Bizzle, that Batman issue I just read, that kind of choked me up. Just seeing all the different Batman and knowing the Flash movies coming out with Michael Keaton and stuff, that kind of hit me in the feels for sure.
For me, it's We Live.
Yeah, well, Identity Crisis is the tearjerker for me. The first issue, and then there's another scene. I don't want to give it away, man, but really, if you read that first part, right, they build it up in such a way that when what happens, you're like, oh man. So to Joseph's question, is like Identity Crisis. It's called DC's Identity Crisis. Michael Turner did covers for them. Rags Morales, Brad Meltzer. Look that one up. So that was a tearjerker. That book right there, a few times caught me.
Adam, if you can highlight Lady Fantastic's last one she just put up there.
Yeah, hang on.
In my opinion, is the best X-Men story ever told.
God Loves Man Kills is great.
That was fantastic.
That's in my top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
that's a one shot too.
Yeah,
so
hashtag Marvel was doing those Marvel graphic novel monthlies or whatever.
Yeah, what's up,
God Loves Man Kills was fantastic.
Well, going back
Death with Captain Marvel. Death with Captain Marvel is another good one.
All right, I'm just going to hide all current comments, so if you had anything to say and it was important, say it again and I'll get you. See, look, like K-Pop, she came right in. What is up?
What's up, K-Pop?
Bobby. We got Bobby. We got Louie. Vote for Louie, guys. Go ahead. I'm caught up on chat.
I put all dystopian stories kind of together. Like Watchmen for me is kind of in the same spot as Dark Knight Returns.
They came out in the same year.
Stories. I'm trying to think of the last time a comic book made me cry. It's been a while. I don't cry that often. I'm not trying to sound tough. I just don't.
That was great too. Do a Powerbomb was excellent.
Do a Powerbomb was great.
Oh yeah. So this is what I was going to talk about with like the best comic stories of all time. It's not really the best comic stories for me. It's the ones where you get to that final page, you close the book, and you kind of have that moment. You know, you have that minute or two where you're just like, damn, like you're not really crying, you're not emotional, but you're just like, wow. You're soaking it in, and you're like, that was an incredible story. That was an absolute phenomenal read. That's kind of what I get after like Do a Powerbomb. That was when I closed, because I read it in trade, so it was basically, what is up, Taylor? Get him to 1K. I read it in like 1 day or 2 days, all in one sitting, basically. So,
yeah.
And now I'm a Daniel Warren Johnson fanboy because of it.
He did a great job with that book.
Murdered it. I have no idea how I missed it.
Especially right now, where it becomes hard. It's hard to write a good story these days, right? Because it's like we've seen everything, heard everything. That one worked really well. This emotional, the twists and turns in the story. Even from the first issue that I read, and I was like, "This is great." 8 Billion Genies I feel that way too about it. I'm
missing issue 6. I got to buy that off of eBay, and then I have the full run, but my LCS missed issue 6. Before I get buried in chat, question: favorite artist from Lady Fantastic?
I don't know if I can. I don't think I can answer this. It's like trying to.
Brett Booth. Is top of the game right now in Gunslinger Spawn. Really,
I can
always.
If you watch my stuff, you'll know who it is. It's Art Adams. Art Adams is my number one.
Ryan Stegman, bro. Come on.
I think.
It would depend on the story. Are we reading Batman? Then the person who draws my favorite Batman is Alex Toth, and that's just a personal. That's my personal opinion.
Like I love John.
That's the one that cracked me up earlier. That comment right there. I like.
Joshua Middleton is incredible as well, but he doesn't do stuff very often.
Later fanboy.
Well, let's see.
Another guy that doesn't do a lot of stuff very often. Every time I see his work, it's gorgeous. Brian Bolland. You were talking about The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Brian Bolland's amazing. Like I said, my guy's always be Arthur Adams. He'll always be Arthur Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Who draws your favorite?
Jorge Jimenez.
Say that again, Beckerman.
Who draws your favorite Wolverine?
Arthur Adams.
Arthur Adams.
Right beneath.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I like Jim Lee's Wolverine a
Jim
little bit more.
Lee's mine, yeah.
Hey,
Jim
what
Lee
is
does
up?
a really
I smell
good-
you a package.
Well, when I look at Arthur Adams, I go back to New Fantastic Four. So
I also
he
really
draws Logan for me, and so I don't like. I love his.
I like Mark
Wolverine.
Silvestri too.
Mark Silvestri is good. Alex Ross is not in that list for me, even though I got a painting of him in my wall.
Alex Ross is top 10.
He's hit it. He's top 10, but he's very hit or miss. And if you guys ever need an Alex Ross signature book, they're like $50-$60. I got them on deck through my LCS because my LCS is literally like shares a hotel room with Alex Ross when they go to cons and stuff. So
Another guy, I wouldn't call him my favorite,
yeah,
but
they're like plugs.
a guy that I absolutely love his work is Dustin Weaver. Dustin Weaver has some nice detail.
K-pop, I have a Kenneth Rocafort Doctor Doom sketch.
Ooh.
You'd be jealous now.
I got a sketchbook with a whole bunch of artists that did stuff, including Jim Lee.
The one
Nice.
artist
That Jim Lee did my first sketch. I have two by him, but
Another amazing artist.
hey, Bill, good old Bill.
And then can't forget about the Stegman.
David Finch is another one that comes to mind.
David Finch is good.
John Jang's one of my favorite cover artists right now.
Yeah. Dan Moore right now is my favorite. Right now. I love Dan Moore's work. As of right now, he's my favorite artist when I see it.
Hit me up, bro. He would literally posted on his Instagram. They were in his hotel room together with like a stack of each Batman and Alex Ross. Just bam, 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 bam. They share boost at cons together, bro. But
Nice.
I keep asking him. I was like, dude, just let me meet him. He's like, he never comes around here. Blah 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 blah. I was like, dude, just
He doesn't like to leave Chicago, really. I'm
Yeah,
surprised he's
yeah,
going out
And he
to Florida.
Same thing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for Heroes, bro. Absolutely beyond hyped.
But I won't be at Heroes, but I'm going to Philly Fan Expo now. I got the word, so I'll be there.
I have some friends working that.
Oh yeah, let me know.
Yeah, 4C Comics will be there.
Cool.
Bacon
I'll go look
and
for 'em.
Ken. They'll have Mike. So at their booth, they'll have Mike DiCarlo and I believe Jim Shooter.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, Shooter again.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
My buddy
so,
Rep
the
Shooter.
Wars 8
Correct.
is going out of
Hello,
style.
baby.
I actually have an interview
Wow,
with
that-
Shooter on 4C Comics. On their shorts, they chopped it up.
Yeah.
We had a when Jim does lives with those guys, he sits in this chair that has a Jack Kirby huge Captain America that says "To my friend Jim." The story behind it is damn near infuriating for anybody because we all know Jack had a low point in his career in the early '80s. Everybody was crapping on the poor guy, and Jim was out at San Diego Comic-Con, and they were doing their art auction, and they just had one of the new up-and-comers had a piece go for like $250 or $300, and then they put Jack Kirby's Captain America up, and I mean it's big, it's larger than 11 by 17.
Is that the clip you sent me?
Yes, they put it up for $5
Wow.
to start bid.
Oh yeah, we haven't even mentioned, man, George Perez.
Oh, I like him.
Oh, George
He
Perez.
says, "Ooh, I like him."
He could draw anything.
Yeah.
I have 3 Perez.
The work I can only imagine what Alex Ross would have been like. Talk about Alex Ross when he got that George Perez picture and he had to paint over it, and he just looked at it. He was like, "What did I get myself into?" But he did it, man.
I own an Alex. Speaking of Alex Ross, I own an Alex Ross prelim that bankrupted me at the time for $100. It was all the money I had left in the world in 2000.
Well, I have an Alex Ross painting. I have an Alex Ross painting of Batman over Gotham. So if you see it, you know which one it is. It's just him standing over Gotham. He's looking down Gotham. I have a huge painting of it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just hanging in my wall.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big boy purchase.
That was a big girl purchase.
Oh, somebody
you put a ring on it.
Somebody was nice to you.
I put a ring on it 20 years ago. Bam!
Trying to find the picture.
I saw he had a Green Lantern painting the last time I saw him at the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Come signing, when I still lived near enough to Chicago where you could just, pop to the city for a minute to hit a signing in Cicero. And that was pretty awesome. You bought the hardcover that came signed by him and Wade. Wade was there too. But then for every hardcover you bought, you got 5 cigs free from both.
That's pretty cool.
So my wife bought a copy because it was one per person. Like one person couldn't buy like 10 books. So I bought one. My wife bought one.
That's why you bring them with you, right? I'm not gonna lie.
She was really patient that day. That was that line was rough.
I won't lie when I say, man, I've definitely utilized my family members to get extra stuff done.
Shout out to the ladies that put up with us.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Rhea Ripley Day.
Mommy, you can't do another wrestling reference, man. We used that time already, didn't we?
You might not be able to see that, but yeah, that's him just chilling in the hotel room, just having Alex Ross sign.
That's pretty damn cool, man.
Yeah, he's in. I wish their comic shop was just set up a little better, because I love the dude to death. He's in. Here's another one. He's in Italy with it's like the Alex Ross showcase or something that he's at, and it's got all personal. That's the one where
did they go to Lake Como?
Recently?
Well, Lake Como just ended last weekend.
They were at
weekend? I don't know. I've lost.
It was the one he was at, the one right before Free Comic Book Day, whatever that one was.
Lake Como, I think.
Let's see. I'm not sure.
Because Japan's got their thing last week or something.
He was in Florida. Now I'm just stalking dude's face.
Because I just hosted Benjamin for 4C on Friday night.
It's not creepy when it's
he was okay. He was in Chicago, so yeah, he had so he watched Guardians 3 with Alex Ross at a private screening, and then had him sign all his stuff.
That's pretty damn cool.
Mm-hmm. So they're having. I'm gonna be. He gave me access to film. He's letting me in an hour early before the general public to film. And on June 24th, he's bringing back 50,000 comics from Wisconsin, a full collection. They're all gonna be $2 a piece. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Because there's a warehouse attached to his comic shop that he doesn't open, that he's got millions of books in. So you can go in there, ask him whatever you want, but that's the problem. Is he'll go in there and then he'll be like, "Hey, here, I want this book, this book, this book, this book." They'll go dig for a while, and then prices are maybe not what you want. So it's just kind of a hassle. But like I said, it's just a small shop, and he's got too much. But yeah, they're opening their warehouse, and he's bringing in that big collection. So I'm super hyped for that.
Bobby De La Ghetto was correct. Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's some amazing artists.
There's just so many people. I know Evil said Mark Sylvester, which I love the way it came out. Mark Sylvester is great. I was looking at you guys know I did the Marvel series cards. Sylvester did some of season 3, series 3. His She-Hulk. Once you see that She-Hulk, I was like, I don't remember that She-Hulk. It's crazy. It's such a great looking She-Hulk. So I gotta get that.
Peach Momoko is an amazing artist. All art is amazing. It's just not my style. So
she's a hit or miss.
I turned down a sketch from Peach in 2017 or 2018.
Oh my God!
What's wrong with you?
You could have traded it. You could have sold it.
Right.
Well, that was the thing. Back then, I used to get.
I'm good.
So, Mike, you've been doing this for a long time. Back then, we used to get sketches for free at one time. They would just do sketches for you.
My first sketch was a Jim Lee freebie on a backing board in 2001.
That's fire.
That's when he would do the first 10 people, right? I did the same thing.
No, that wasn't first 10. That was him standing in the. This was pre-cell phones.
Yeah.
I was waiting for my friends in the lobby at the old school Wizard World Chicago when the magazine would do their award ceremony.
Yeah.
And he was. We were both in the front of the convention center. Donald E. Stevens out by the airport. Yeah. And he was just standing there, and somebody had him sketching. He wasn't even at a table. And I just was like, I didn't know this was a thing. I was like, that's Jim Lee? They're like, yeah, because I didn't know what anybody looked like back then.
He's like 2 feet tall.
Right. Well, I'm 5'6", so I'm not going to cast any.
I'm 5'8". I can't say much, but
yes,
I'm
Chris, how tall are you?
I'm very frightened that I've talked too much crap. I'm going to end up being shorter than DJ Lynx because I've made a lot of jockey comments and I've got to be taller than Lynx.
So the cool Jim Lee story I have. Wait, the cool Jim Lee story I have is, I got a sketch from him. So back then he used to do the first 10 people in the line gets a sketch, right? And he didn't phone it in either. It wasn't like here you go. It was like he did a sketch, right? Because he had the pens, he had the pencils, he had it all, right? The whiteout, all that stuff. So we're there. My wife is 8 months pregnant. 8 months pregnant, right? She's there with me in the line, and we're there. Jim Lee comes in, he sees her, and he's like, "Oh, hi," and he gives her the seat, right? He's like, "You want to sit down?" And she's like, "Yeah, thank you." So she sits down the seat. I think it was in Philly. I'm not sure if it was Philly or New York, but she takes the seat. We asked for a Jubilee because my daughter's name is Jubilee, and at that time that was our first kid. That we didn't know. We waited. We're old fashioned that way. We didn't know that it was going to be a girl. But I asked him to do a Jubilee, and he's like, "Jubilee? I haven't drawn Jubilee in a long time." And then he's like, "What's the reason?" Like, "Well, we have a kid. We're going to name the kid Jubilee if it's a girl." So he's like, "Oh, that's great." He does this sketch. It is gorgeous. And a year later, he's in the show again, and he sees us, and he goes like, "Hey, did she have a girl? Did she have Jubilee?"
Oh, that's dope.
And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's awesome." And I was like, "That's it." Jim Lee's a great guy to me. I don't care what people say about him. To me, that was an awesome moment. So he remembers
that's really
us.
Awesome.
He remembered that. So shout out to Jim Lee.
Mine's in pencil because he wasn't at his booth. He didn't have like a bunch of art supplies. So it was on backer board. I still have it. It's a bust of Wonder Woman, and it's in very tight pencils.
Yeah, that's cool.
His Wonder Woman is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first was a Superior Spider-Man on Superior Spider-Man by Mike Del Mundo, and he just did this kind of obtuse, I thought, start where he just took the cover and just went crazy red everywhere, and then basically turned this red blotch into Dr. Octopus as Spider-Man looking up, and it was just incredible. And then about 15 minutes later, I went and had a chat with a guy named Ken. Next thing I know, we're good buddies. Ken Lamb. It's not like Mike, though. Mike's like got him on speed.
Oh, dude, he's got the plugs, bro.
No, that was one.
No, don't
don't
sell yourself short, bro.
Like, I'm glad he went for it because I just threw it out there. It's like, hey,
don't sell yourself
Chris
short.
Over on we're going to be talking football. You should hop in. I tried to send him the link, but he was busy.
Yeah.
But he did pop in.
A lot of little girls.
Mike definitely has the comic book art.
But he popped in, and what a great guy. Very interactive with his fans. Kind of guy that, like, makes you glad to be his fan, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're not his friend, you feel like it because of how good he treats his fans. Now, I will say I've sat on that commission list before, and I've waited to have stuff shipped, but I stayed patient the whole time because I knew, like, when it comes, one, it's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. And two, he always, like, Christie packs those boxes full of cool stuff.
And he's not afraid to color it up. And he's a special dude. And again, like I say, everyone, if you're going up to get a Ken Lashley autograph or attempt to get a sketch, talk to him about football. Talk to him about football. talk to him about his Saints and how much they suck. And you will have his ear for a long time.
That is hands down what I'm most excited about Heroes. Besides meeting everybody, it's tied for just meeting the artists and interacting with people like that and getting signatures and just hearing stories. I don't care if I spend all my money on remarks and signatures or whatever and don't buy any books. That experience enough, since it's my first con, I want to have those stories and I want to have those memories.
I've always thought it's so bold of people, like, because you and I both know, Chris, there have been people that get stupid with him at cons.
Oh yeah,
about this, that, or the other thing, and
cross the line,
just like with anybody. But he don't have it. He don't take it, and I think it's a bold move to walk up to a guy that big and just be like, you know what, you suck. Blah blah blah. Like,
well, people will do that and just trash them.
I seen a situation. Speaking about someone we saw earlier today, Greg Capullo. There's a Greg Capullo story. He was doing a sketch for somebody, and then the guy started talking to another guy, and they started getting rowdy with each other. Now the guy who was getting the sketch, he was in the wrong. I don't remember exactly what it was because I kind of like jumped into I walked into the argument that was going on, but he said something really bad, almost borderline racist, from what I know. And then Greg Capullo looks at this guy. He's like, "What did you just say?" And the guy's like, "No." Greg Capullo literally went like this, ripped the sketch in front of him, and says, "Get out of here."
Sounds like my kind of guy.
That's how cool Capullo is.
That's another guy that's like kind of surprisingly jacked.
Yeah, in that video he was kind of yoked, dude.
Did you see the guitars in the background?
Yeah. Oh, I sent that to Durs. My first thing, I was like,
you got some axes.
So I had to watch that video. I watched it like 3 times in a row because I was shook. The first time I was just didn't notice anything. It wasn't even paying attention. It was just like, holy shit. My girlfriend's like, who is that? And I was like, hang on, and brought her a stack of books. I was like, he drew all of these.
That's the best feeling, right? When you see someone that's like you're an artist or a creator that's like one of your top idols, and you treat them like they were the Beatles in some way, and people look like, why is that so important? It's like, you don't know how awesome it is to meet this guy.
Shout out
when
to
it turns out to be a really cool guy, that's even better.
Shout out to Comics by the Bay, who thought it was Stone Cold at first, and shout out to Comics by the Bay, who thought it was Stone Cold. Hang on, and shout out to, he's in the chat, Trev, the shipping guru, who thought it was Goldberg at first.
It did look like Goldberg. I will admit, when I saw the video,
he kind of cut a wrestling promo.
I knew it
for real.
I knew it was Capullo. Wait, I knew
I sent it to Scotty.
Like,
he knew, and I was like, if you don't know who this is, we can't be friends. Wait, did you say it was? Did you say, maybe it was Trev that said it was Stone Cold? Hang on, I got the receipts, bro. Hang on.
Okay, so while Durs looks that up, since we're talking about that, I bought that off of Cameo, and it makes me laugh that there's only 2 comic book artists that you can book that are on Cameo. One is Rob Liefeld, and one is Greg Capullo.
Fire.
I'm not. You can go do your own. You can do your own research, but I will say Greg is exactly 1/4 of the price as Rob Liefeld, and that's interesting to me.
Yeah. And as a thrash metal fan, I respect.
Oh yeah,
price point.
Trev said what band? He's correct. Matt said Comics by the Bay said Stone Cold and then said Goldberg.
No, but he did look like Goldberg with the glasses. He did resemble Goldberg because that was my first initial reaction. Then when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, that's Capullo."
Facts.
Yeah, he's a big Zakk Wylde fan.
You can tell by the guitars.
What is up, William Williamson? Getting your package out this weekend. I have 7 of them right there. So I have one going out to Dr. Who. So I was just waiting until payday because I know it's going to be a bill to send all that. So
I'm already worried when one of these days when Hoot wins or Mad Spidey wins a giveaway. I was like, Okay, here we go.
Dude, Hoot's such an amazing guy. Like I did the eBay gift card for my grand prize, and since he lives, I was like, look, bam, eBay gift card that saves me on shipping. I can just give them the information, they can get whatever they want. Of course, Hoot wins it, which is great. Love the dude, but he's in the UK, so he couldn't use the eBay card. So I then used the eBay card that I got, purchased the book, and then I'm just gonna ship it to him.
Have them do it.
No, I got the book. It's sitting over here. They shipped it because I couldn't change it to UK. I had to get it shipped to me. So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna ship to who, might as well make it worth it. I threw some extra books in there, so whatever.
There you go. Yeah, you might as well, right? At that point, when you have to ship that far, just stack it to the point, and you can just set it.
Mike, I messaged you.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that is one of the best feelings of hitting 1K, because I was doing a giveaway like every 100. So now that I hit 1K, I don't think I'm gonna do another giveaway to like 250. So I'm chilling, not having to give. But I'm gonna do random giveaways on these lives. You never know when I'm gonna give stuff away.
Well, it was like Mark, right? Mark Legion of Comics. He hit the 2,000, and like a month later, he just hit 2.
Yeah, he did the 250. So I guess now the 250, 500. We'll see if somebody does a 750. Nobody's done a 750 yet.
We've run out of cameos because I'm not sending you Rob Liefeld. I'm not that well healed. I don't have Rob Liefeld money. I have Greg.
I mean, it made a.
He comes to cons all the time. You get him. You do it from there.
Money either.
When I have explained, hang on, I'll grab this package. Hang on. I explained to who I was like, dude, for the love of everything, please, do not open this on camera, because when I tell you this is
that address.
This is sealed, and dude, I don't care if my address gets flashed. Still have to.
Man,
this is old.
Go through customs, like
this is so taped.
That's gonna go through customs like that, man. What are you talking about?
It doesn't have to get open because I'm filling out a sheet for it, and with the media mail, it's not going to get touched. So
there you go.
I have a whole sheet I had to fill out. That way they wouldn't open it. Later, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah. Make sure you guys go check out Chris. Go sub him out. He's an amazing dude. Love you, brother.
Take it easy, Chris. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Dude, it's double boxed. Like I said, it's in a Gemini. There's a Gemini mailer.
It's like a Gemini within a Gemini right now.
Yeah, basically, with bubble wrap surrounding the comics. It's and shout out to Sector 2815 because his sticker is forever sealed in there.
That's great.
I reuse boxes all the time, bro.
Yeah. I'm waiting because I got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna do in a giveaway, but I'm gonna wait for a 2K. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm sitting at 1715 last I checked. So for you guys who watch it, man, once I hit 2K, wait till you see the stuff I have ready to go. And I've been giving the smaller stuff lately, but I got some big things to give out.
That's how I'm doing my 1K, man. I've passed 1K a couple weeks ago, but I'm gonna do it towards the end of June, maybe the beginning of July, because I want to get something dope. I want to pick up some exclusive from Heroes, bring them back, and I might fuck it, I'll say it right here. So I'm gonna be on Scotty's show for his 1K giveaway on the 27th. The prize I'm thinking about giving away is so like if you win, since I'm going to Heroes, you let me know which artist you want within reason. I am not going to get you a remark or anything like that. We'll collaborate. If I have the same book, I'll bring the book. You don't have to ship it to me. Or if you have a specific book, send it to me. I'll take it to Heroes. I'll get it signed for you, whatever you want, and then I'll ship it to you. I think that'd be a cool little unique prize.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've been doing my shopping lately, and everywhere I'm going, man. There's I don't know what's going on in the chat right now. There's some crazy stuff going on in the chat.
If you're in the chat right now and you're going to talk about that, you better be dropping those water emojis. I haven't seen any of those in my chat, so make sure. I want everybody to be. Let me see those spam. Flood my chat with the waters, bro. Get it wet up in here.
No, but like I said, I got a lot of stuff that I'm getting ready for. A lot of the unboxing videos that I'm posting now, they're going. Some of that stuff is going. I'm not going to keep some of that stuff. So, but like I said, my goal is to hit that 2K. Right now, you'll get the weekly giveaway, which is pretty cool and stuff like that. And I got a lot of people who said, "Yeah, I'll give you stuff. But I got stuff. I got so much stuff that I got to get rid of. Not that I get rid of, but I know other people will appreciate it more than my closet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get to a point
Right.
it's just sitting in your closet. You can't really do anything with it. So, and I'd rather have someone appreciate it and maybe display it. Like, Mike has everything displayed back there. I can't do that. I don't have that luxury.
It's all under construction right now.
Freaky
I can't
Louie,
do that kind of stuff, man.
I'm pulling stuff down to do videos. I don't know if anybody's been following, but on Comic Viking, I've been doing shorts of my entire art collection. I'm going to stop doing it on weekends just because it's not worth my time to get like 150 when the weekdays get me 500, 600, 800.
Yeah, find what works for you and run it.
Yeah,
I'm dropping that channel
Monday through Friday.
I just dropped that channel link in the chat.
Actually, I just tripped over this on my way into the room because I had it up against a wall. That's my Jim Shooter sketch right there. Is he?
That is sick.
Yeah, I've seen that drawing. I've seen him do that drawing plenty of times.
Yep.
Well,
I think he's giving in the wrong guy.
We'll just keep it like that.
Just pick the box. You look in the bottom.
Jim Shooter, Roy Thomas, Joe Quesada, CB Sobalski.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's all editors-in-chief of Marvel Comics.
So the one artist, the one major artist is Quesada, but I think Roy Thomas did some art too at his time.
He did like some design. Jim Shooters has actually been accredited as an artist.
Jim Shooter's been doing it since 13.
But yeah, CB, definitely not the artist of the group.
I love the question mark underneath it, though.
But the funny thing about Sobalski, when he did this, he said, this is a really cool idea. Ryan Stegman really looked it over and everything, really liked it. CB's the last one I got on there. Next, I'm going to try to get DeFalco. But
I'll send him over to New York. I could get him easily.
Nice.
Yeah.
But CB said, if anybody else has ever done this project, they don't have me on it.
Mm-hmm. So I could get. Who else could I get? I could get DeFalco. I could get what's his name?
Do you see him a lot?
They're always in the shows over here in New York because they're based in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Tom Burr. I can never say his last name.
Isn't DeFalco going to be at Heroes?
I think so.
Yeah, you might be able to get him there.
Did you watch Only Slab Saturday, Beckerman?
Yeah, that was.
Did you see all he's going to be at Heroes? All the art he had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
I wish I had
figured
money.
You'd love that dude's wall.
I wish I had that kind of money to burn with the stuff he had.
Dude, you got to be into stocks or something, or just like years and years and years and years ago, dude, just got the craziest deal somehow. Like that's the only.
Or you just be loaded.
That's what I'm saying. Like stocks, something like that, bro. Be slinging stuff. Be in that Doge market. Dogecoin.
Yeah, all that good stuff, man.
See, Bizzle, I will let you sketch on this the second you get the job. The day you become editor-in-chief of Marvel.
So do you want me to do one? Because I have background in editing as well.
Have you been an editor-in-chief at Marvel?
I've been an editor. I'm not going to say from Marvel.
At Marvel.
I've worked with an editor from Marvel.
Okay, but have you... I've got a friend that was editor-in-chief of Mad Magazine, and I didn't let him sketch on this thing.
Like, I know Andy Schmidt. I know... Who else do I know? Oh, my God. Why is his name? Michael Siglane. But he did mostly DC stuff. But Andy Schmidt was an editor in Marvel, so I know him.
Nice. Well, if he was an editor-in-chief, we'd be talking.
Not in chief, though. So.
I know Beckerman, and he knows.
So you got to get Alex, Axel.
Yeah, that's a hard get, man.
Axel Alonso. He's an editor-in-chief.
I started this project too late, man.
I don't know what he's up to lately, to tell you the truth.
Well, his wife's still kind of active around.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she still does some stuff in the Spanish community too. Yeah,
probably put some more tape on that package, huh?
My mom was watching some Spanish television, and she was on talking about something, and my mom's like, "Yeah, you got to get her on your channel," and I'm like, "It's not that easy, mom."
So where we at? An hour and 15. Now that my chat has completely gone off the rails and talking about first, second, third, fourth, and fifth edition condoms, Magnum style, we're gonna go around the panel and wrap her up. What do you got going on, Beckerman?
Oh,
you just plugged it, so plug it again. Why not?
Check out my shorts. I'll have one posted in the morning.
I tagged you guys in top 5 keys video, by the way. Not keys, but favorite covers challenge.
Tomorrow will be a page from Night Thrasher issue 1 by Mark Bagley.
Ooh.
But yeah, you and Alan owe me top 5 favorite covers out of your collection video.
Do I?
Yeah, you don't have to, but I mean, we appreciate it.
Probably not gonna.
I mean, I tagged you guys because I thought I could get a 2-for-1 special. That's how I went.
Can do it. That sounds exhausting.
It's not. Izzy, what do you got going on, my guy? Besides going on vacation,
so I go on vacation.
Just saying congratulations to your anniversary. That's all.
Thank you so much. We got 20 years. We're going to where we started all over again. We're going to Disney World, so I'm getting on that Guardians of the Galaxy ride. That's the plan.
Fire.
So we'll be there for a little bit. I do have some stuff planned that's gonna drop. I'm not gonna do a live show tomorrow, but I'm trying to see if I can get something up tomorrow. And I have a few unboxing videos that are coming out this week while I'm away on vacation. So
are you gonna hit any shops while you're down there?
I don't have enough time to hit shops. I'm not gonna be there for a long time. So it was kind of like literally a last minute thing. We were like, hey, you want to go to Florida? It's like the flights are cheap. So we're like, all right, let's go. So we got it for 2. We're only going to be in Florida for 2 days, and we come back to New York, and stuff like that. But while I'm in New York, we got a spa day, good stuff, and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun. But there is going to be content. Marcus? So there'll be content on the channel, and I'm still working on that 2K, man. I need 2K, and I'm going to give a lot of crap away.
I was going to say, if you're down in Disney, I'm going to shout out to Spinetix, bro. Walk around with your camera and just film a random stuff.
I'm going to be trying to do some shorts during that time. Speaking of which...
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Matt?
Speaking of the trailer park that is Florida.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to say peace out. Have a good one. Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, bro. Love you.
Pirates by the Bay, baby.
Matt's got some cool things coming up.
Nothing.
Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that.
Some cool...
Plug yourself, Matt.
Cool things.
I'm sorry. Goodbye, though. Happy Mother's Day.
Get this guy to 1K.
Oh, man. Just like that. He just did a drive-by.
Yeah, for sure, bro. He kills it, bro. You just walk around... Just film cool stuff, bro. People eat that stuff up, man. Bring a whole new audience to your channel, man.
So speaking of which, what you got going on, Dirt?
Yeah, I was gonna get on that. I was just highlighting chat until we had Mr. Marlboro Matt break us up. You know me, I got my Friday positivities every Friday. Gonna be rocking with that forever. Tomorrow should be dropping I'm slacking, bro. My free comic book day haul with my flea market haul, all that cool stuff. What else we got? Nothing crazy, man. Just kind of doing my thing. Still in the works with a new series coming out. Trying to get the editing down for that, so be on the lookout. Going to be highlighting some bigger channels, the OGs of the community. Make sure if you haven't voted yet, please get those votes out. I don't care if you vote for me or not. Just go out there and make your voices heard. That's all that matters. And look out, like I said, when I get back from Heroes Con, my 1K giveaway is going to be off the chain. I'm going to get some homies in here with me, and I'm going to be doing it big, man. So anybody that hangs out with me, I appreciate you guys' time and support. You guys are family to me. That's what this is all about, bro. Building friendships, building family, building connections. Subs are cool with me. At the end of the day, when I monetize, I'm just going to go charity all the way, so I don't even have to worry about the hassle. I got a full-time job, so I don't need it.
Actually, I'm just here because I'm on like a 2-year catfish of Marcus. It's just really elaborate. It's an elaborate.
And it all comes in fruition at Heroes Con, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It all comes for Heroes Con. So on that note, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Shout out to the chat and the used condoms, man. I hope you guys are having a blast, keeping it moist and all that stuff. I love you guys.
Enjoy them from afar. I'm good.
There we go. We'll finish it on this. As long as it ends with us finally having sex. And on that note, I love you guys. And as always, I hope you guys find what you're looking for. Thanks.
Later.
And it's the awkward part.